All right. Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Yeah, yeah. Yes, let me know if you can hear me. Let me find the chat again. Reorganize my screen because now I am not. I'm alone now. I'm my own technician. Uh, I had a technician with me, but now I am my own technician again. Solo time. Um, all right. Well, guys, I officially twisted my shoulder. I don't know how I did it, but I did. So I tried to stretch a bit, and I got myself a few snacks. I don't know if you guys did, but we're gonna need some. I got myself some gazpacho, some grapes, some candy. Uh, yeah. I see you guys had a debate while I was gone. You heard Sempre Libera in a heavy metal version, Tony? You have to tell us about this. And yes, Eric, you're like your opera rush when you spend weeks listening to the same opera again and again. That is me. That is me. Oh, I love how you guys are talking while I'm gone. It's so nice. Love to see a debate while you guys when I'm not there. Love it. Okay, so first of all, Traviata. Traviata. We're gonna start in 3 minutes. I'm gonna let everybody come back because not everybody is back yet. We're gonna listen to this version. I got the DVD. I'm a DVD gal. I'm a CD gal. I'm old school, which does not match with my lifestyle, which I call the suitcase lifestyle, which is me basically moving every couple of years with 3 suitcases. So all of my CDs and DVDs are in my mom's garage. But I went back to my mom's garage recently and I took out this banger, which I used at the time. I think when I did my video on Traviata was must have been like 2018 or something, 2017, 2018. So it was a while back and I used this version. Why this version? The purists out there, I hear you, I love you, I'm one too. Villazón and Netrebko are not the best technicians of the world. Maybe. But this version is like one of the best Traviatas ever because the staging is brilliant. Their acting is brilliant. They're singing really well. Like come on, they're international opera stars. So to discover this opera, it's the best version in my opinion because she's the real Violetta. He's my real Germont. Thomas Hampson as the father is amazing. So obviously, as you can tell, I know this version. I edited this version in my video, so that's a first for an opera marathon concept. It's not part of the concept normally. I know I'm supposed to not have seen the production beforehand, but I haven't watched this in like well since I've released my video. I haven't watched this version, so I'm excited to see it again. It's an amazing orchestra. It's Wiener Philharmoniker. It's Carlo Rizzi. The staging is by Willy Decker. I mean, cute. Look at them. Look at these cuties. And there's also they made so Salzburg Festival. For those of you who don't know, this is a production of Salzburg um, from 2005, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, and it was they are such Rollando Villazón and Anna Netrebko were such an iconic bel canto duo, such an iconic opera couple. And they were not together in real life at all, but on stage they were the couple of the time. And so because it was so iconic for them to do Traviata in such a gorgeous, massive festival that is Salzburg, one of the biggest opera festival out there, um, they made a documentary on this production. And if you're an opera nerd and if you like the production that we're going to watch together, I think it's fully on YouTube with English subtitles. But go watch the behind the scenes of this production. And especially Anna Netrebko's interview about how she built her character. But don't go watch it now. Go watch it once we've watched the full opera together, because you will be blown away by her interpretation, her acting skills of Violetta, which is one of the hardest role to play, because it's very demanding vocally. We'll talk about it again, but it's demanding vocally. It's very hard dramatically because she's supposed to be sick with like a respiratory disease. So for a singer, that's like hardcore. Anyway, she's an amazing actress in this. But then the interview of her in that documentary, the journalist is like, so how did you prepare your role of Violetta? Like, how do you prepare your interpretation of Violetta? And she's really bubbly, and she basically just says, I just sing her. And the way the documentary is edited is that then it cuts right away into her rehearsing the role on stage. And you see her completely inhabited with passion by her thing, and she's throwing herself on the ground, and it's, you want to cry even though there's no sound. You see her completely like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know where it comes from. And then it cuts back to her in the interview being like, I just sing her. It's priceless. It's really, this behind the scene is really, really cool. Compared to like a Thomas Hampson who's like, yes, I've thought about the role and this and this and this. And Anna Netrebko who's like, I just sing her. And Villazón who's like this bubbly character as well. Villazón, actually, fun fact about Rollando Villazón, the tenor, before he became an opera singer, he was a history teacher, and he used to teach his students with a puppet. So he used to do a kind of l'opéra et ses vibe in his classes as a history teacher. Yeah, so he's really, really a fun guy. He's a cool guy. If you have a link for the documentary, that would be awesome. Let me try to find it quickly while everybody joins in. I think everybody's here. I think it's behind the scenes, TRAVIATA Salzburg, if I'm not wrong. Yes. I'll find it. I'll find it for you. It's not the first link. I'll find it for you. It's somewhere on YouTube. I'll find it for you during the show, and then I'll try to put it in the chat. All right, guys, everybody's here. I think we can start. Oh yeah, I also wanted to tell you guys before we start. I've been reading this that I found in a bookshop, a classical music specialized bookshop in London. Traviata, the real Traviata by Gaia Servadio, and I've learned so much about this. I'm almost done. I haven't completely finished it, but it's really, if you have the opportunity to read, the story behind the characters that inspired your favorite work or your favorite pieces, I highly recommend it, because I learned so much, not only about her, but about the role, about the opera, about Verdi, because Verdi was married to his own Traviata, that was his second wife. And there's some tea there about as well the place of women in society at that time, like about how opera was, I don't know if you guys know, but I kind of knew already, but there's so much more details about how opera singers of the time were like the Hollywood stars of today, the actresses of today. So the Me Too movement that came back, that started after this Harvey Weinstein case, it's basically all of our favorite composers and singers were all sleeping together. The impresarios, everybody. It was insane. Like, the world of opera at this time was Hollywood today. And so to learn about that is really, really interesting, especially from the perspective of a woman who inspired such a massive role and who was brilliant, who wrote beautifully. You have a bit of her letters in there as well, and she's a beautiful writer, a strong woman, who was a mother as well, a wonderful singer. Anyway, it's a great book. I highly recommend it. I'll show it to you one more time. It's a bit of a heavy book, but it's an easy read. She writes like a novel. It's really pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna stop jibba jabbing, and we're gonna watch. Da. All right, so as always, since I am my own technician now, and I'm alone in this mess, let me know if you hear well, if the balance is right, and here we go. Oh, is it gonna freak out? No. Do you guys hear everything? Do you hear me? Great. Thank you. So as you see, the cast is like... The cast is amazing. So that's Carlo Rizzi, a very, 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 very important conductor. Super, super, super famous. Excessively famous. Ready for departure. Get the tissues on. So just like Nabucco, the overture of Traviata is a mashup of all the hits of the opera. It's really his masterpiece. Already from the overture, you know you're gonna cry. The music. Oh, it shut me up, huh? I don't want to speak anymore. It's so powerful. The idea of a clock is so simple and so powerful. Hey! Here we go. I love the staging. It's so smart. So, in the first act of Traviata, you basically need to be a light lyric soprano. Ah, Germont. So for those of you who don't know the story, Traviata, her, Violetta, she's a courtesan of Paris. And so she has many lovers that pay for her life. And she's always partying and everything. But then this young bourgeois, Germont, this guy, he's in love with her. And what I love about Netrebko in this, I don't know if it's on purpose or not, I don't actually care, but she sounds like she's out of breath all the time. And yet she sings amazingly well. The opera a tiny bit higher, yes. Is it better? The sound of the opera? Look at this image, isn't it great? Right, so I was saying that I don't know if it's on purpose, Netrebko or not, but in this she's really, it sounds like she's out of breath to me, which is perfect because Traviata, well, Violetta, is suffering of pneumonia, so it's a lung disease, so it makes sense that she would be out of breath. Are you ready for the first hit? It's gonna be in your head forever. Tuberculosis? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. Pneumonia is Mimi. Wait. Right, you're right. It's like 90% of the operas. So maybe it's Netrebko's technique that she sounds out of breath. But it doesn't affect her voice. So, and it matches Traviata. So I'm happy with that. And it matches Mimi. Alright. It's gonna be in your head. Hey! Cheers! Ooh, hello! Yeah, if you've read La Dame aux Camélias, you know the story as well. See, I like Villazón's interpretation, because usually in this, the tenor is like super happy. But the relationship they have, the two, is so passionate. He's angry, and she's like, "Grr." I love it. Drink every time there's a hit in this opera. It's water. It's sparkling water, so it's like champagne. The chemistry. The chemistry. See the... I love. She's also doing a lot of things physically in this production, so she might just be out of breath generally. Like, look how she's singing. Abs. Abs for days. Whatever you say about Netrebko singing today, at this time, really beautiful. She was a great light lyric. It's so good. It's so good. Oh. You hear her, she's like... And you already see his madness. I love it. Bravi. Ah, it's so good. And the images, like the tableau, the images in this production are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. That's his disease. Well, that's the doctor. Yeah, she ill. Yeah, Netrebko's career now is a bit of a debate. And Netrebko's singing now is a bit of a debate. But this is not Netrebko of now. This is Netrebko of early 2000s in her prime. Ugh. Ugh. So good. And again, the orchestra backstage. Yeah, he's dead. I don't know. He's death or he is the disease. He's whatever. I don't know. Yeah, personification of dead. Death, you're right. Whichever. He's about to tell her, I love you. Stop your life. Come with me. Ah. Or just an old man who got lost on stage. Also true. Villazón's jaw His mouth when he sings, can we talk about it? She stops. Ah, another hit. I drink. Cheers, guys. Oh, so good. See, that's what's so great with this staging, is that everybody has their own idea of this guy. L'amor, quell'amor che palpito. I want to sing this. Dell'universo intero. Oh, so good. His jaw is insane. Love it. Ah, beautiful. They clearly sing what they're talking about. I love it. It was so rare at the time as well, their interpretation. So good. Their acting is... You see the passion of these characters. So good. So good. Oh, so good. I wish I was a bit more piano. So good. This mouth. Oh, so good. Bravi. The power.
Io obbedisco. Parto.
She playing with him. Always the flowers and the ladies, huh? Carmen is the same. Always the flowers.
Io son felice. Oh, quanto
He looks like a kid. I love it. The way they act is so smart. It has so many layers. So smart. Oh yes, the production of Prettiende and Benjamin Bernheim in Paris was amazing. I agree. It was great. Can you imagine you leave a party and you sing this? So good. Back in the nightclub. It's actually just... It's actually just Verdi being nice, giving like 5 minutes to the soprano to get her breath again, because she's about to sing for 12 minutes, one of the hardest solo scenes ever. So she's taking in the air, a little rest time. Verdi put a little choir. Great. Now is the moment of the opera. Estrano. The aria. Oh, I drink, sorry. Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da. Oh, it's so good. So yeah, what I was thinking is that in the first act of Traviata, you need to be a light lyric soprano. In the second act of Traviata, you need to be a dramatic soprano. And in the last act of Traviata, you just need to be the soprano. So, it's a terrible role. I love this. Da, 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 da. So good. Oh, so good. Oh yeah, the duo with Germont as well in opera, in the Act 2, is also great. Float. So good. Ready for key change? Key change? Oh my goodness. It's the theme of before. So good. I mean. And that's the first part of the aria. That's the typical aria format of these arias. You start with the slower part, and now it's cavatina. A little recit to connect the two. Abbandonata. I am in Parigi right now. Look at this production. It's gorgeous. Listen. So smart. So good. Sempre libera, everybody. So good. So, this is so hard. It's one of the hardest things to sing. Especially after all of this she did before. Good. And to me, her out of breathness matches. So she's a bit behind the orchestra, right? It's not as clean as it could be, right? But it matches the character. Love this. Ah, you hear she cleared her throat? She was like... You should take deep breaths. Take deep breaths. See, she's like... So that's why she will not be as clean after. But it goes with the character, and the high note will still come out, so you know. See, she's out of breath. But it's still gorgeous. I get chills. Their chemistry. Oh, she looked at the conductor. Yeah, out of breath, so not so great. She's out of breath. She should not repeat this. She needs to breathe. Bravissima. This is one of the hardest aria of the repertoire. And even though she was out of breath by the end of it, her voice was still gorgeous on these last lines. Oh my god, look at this audience! Sorry, I put pause. Look at this audience. Salzburg, 2005. Isn't it insane how people are dressed? My god. Many things have moved in today's opera. Do you see the amount of... I wonder, there's probably a dress code. Have people been to Salzburg in the chat? Because look at the amount of suits. It feels like we're watching the Oscars suddenly. Ooh la la. Damn. Okay, well, I've never been to Salzburg, so I don't know what the audience looks like there, but damn. People are fancy. I don't go to the opera during this. Yeah. Okay, Act 2. So she chose love. She chose him. Ta-da. Okay, it's another banger. We drink again. It's one of my favorite operas. Oh, one of my favorite tenor operas. So good. Oh, so good. So they're in a villa in the country close to Paris. And they've been basically, you know, living their love intensely for the last 3 months. That's her foot. Ooh. Okay, I drink. Banger! Drinking time! Yes, it's Salzburg's version, 2005, with Netrebko and Villazón. So good! Oh, someone is at the Bataclan? Oh my god! What are you watching at the Bataclan? Bataclan is a very famous concert hall in Paris. So good. So good! Vivo quasi in cielo, so good. The staging is so simple and yet so perfect. Yeah, the drinking game, guys. We talked about it during Nabucco. I'm doing it now, but with sparkling water, because otherwise I won't make it to the end of Traviata. In memory. But we said we were drinking every time. Every time there's banger. Or every time I say so good, apparently, because I say so good. I'm not sure. I forgot about this moment. What am I showing to you guys? I hope there are no children watching. Okay. Okay, bye Thibaut. Enjoy the Bataclan. Oh my god. Ah. So good. Oh my god, I do say so good all the time. I'm sorry. Ah!
Annina, donde vieni?
Già Parigi. Who is she? I forgot her name. Ah, Jan Pilcher.
Ma sento. E tacevi? Imposto. Ora bisogna.
So normally Violetta is not on stage. Exactly, don't tell your mistress to talk to me. Normally he's alone on stage. But yeah, so she's broke, right? So he feels bad. So he has to go back to Paris to get some money. Cavatina. Yes. Hey, that's another banger, but it's part of the same scene. Same. Go take a nap. Nap, my friend. Bravo. It's so good. Okay, well, Villazón does not sound like this now. But the importance of good technique, I mean, this natural voice was gorgeous, but technique-wise, you know. Estrano. We're back. Uh-oh. Ah, here goes Thomas Hampson, the daddy of Alfredo. And you can hear in the orchestra that it's not going to be a good time. It's great music. So for those of you who were there in the first opera marathon, the guy who's singing now is the guy who was singing in Così, Don Alfonso. It's the same guy. Doesn't sound the same, right? Yes, Ruczynski is amazing. Ruczynski is amazing in this. Ah! Look at his acting. Thomas Hampson used to be a great Figaro as well. So she tells him that she's sick. Right?
d'ogni vostro avere or volete
Oh yeah.
spiar
First she tells him that she's selling everything she owns.
il passato perché Vattusa
See? This kind of line is for heavier sopranos than in the first act. It demands big lyrical, dramatic capacities. It demands a lot of sound. And that's only the beginning of that moment. That's gonna come back. And now he's gonna be a bastard. I love how he's not putting his coat down. Yeah. So he's gonna come up with the most stupidest excuses ever that I never understood. That I'm like, it doesn't make any sense. So Alfredo has another sister. He has a sister. But she didn't know. And that sister found a husband. And that's the entire thing. Do we count this as a banger? No, right? It's not really a banger. The duet is a banger. Right? But what does she have to do with them? That is the question. Huh? What does that have to do with her? That's the question. I'm annoyed at this moment. So I'm gonna go drink, even though it's not really a banger. You think. That's a banger. Banger. Poor thing. Running. See how heavy this music is? It's a different type of soprano than for the first act. The first act, it was really light and a lot of vocalizes and a lot of floating, and now it's like, rah! It's not the same soprano. So that's why Traviata is one of the hardest roles ever, because you need to have 3 different larynxes in one. Yeah, all the family shared their shame if one behaved badly. But still, that's horrible. He's being such a bastard, this dad. That's so beautiful. That's all. What a bastard. He really mean. What a bastard. One day you're gonna be ugly. And he's gonna go see someone else. Eh. Eh. Pensate. Verdi is so brilliant. Ah. Yeah, you better sit down, girl. My goodness. Yeah, è vero. No, it's not vero, Violetta. Violetta. Okay, this moment deserves candy. I have candy.
Pensateci, ne siete in tempo ancor, e Dio che ispira giovine, e Dio che ispira giovine, e Dio che ispira dai detti a un
That's so beautiful. The music there. This duet is, the entire duet is a banger. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna eat candy in front of you. I have a full bowl. At some point we should organize this in a cinema or something. And let's all share popcorn together. Or, yeah, because you can't eat popcorn at the opera. We should all go to the opera together, actually. Anyway. Did you hear her low note, for example? See, earlier we talked about chest voice. She's not in her chest voice, really. Here, sorry, I'm gonna put pause. Don't scream. I put pause. Ooh la la. Sorry, I cut the music. But see, like, listen to her low notes. So this is 2005, right? Her chest voice is not, like, chesty, you know what I mean? It was not the fashion at the time. This was early 2000s, and all the way until like the last couple of years, it was not at all the thing. And so we were talking about it. For those of you who weren't watching Nabucco, we had to talk about chest voice and how Sayo Hernandez, who was singing Abigail, was using her chest voice fully. And I was saying that she was one of the rare ones now to do it, because in this time, so like 10 years ago, 15 years ago, it wasn't at all the fashion. And so listen to her low notes, Netrebko's low notes. It's not fully chest. Anyway, back to the music. The clock is back. Heartbreaking. heartbreaking. Verdi knew how to break your heart, huh? Perfect. Gorgeous. So good. So good. Oh. I've listened to this only once live, and when you're in the hall, you cry, huh? I have to say that the only Traviata I saw live was in Bordeaux with Rachel Villes-Sorensen, who's a heavier voice. And so I was very curious because usually her type of voice, she sings like heavy stuff. She sings Wagner. And in this act, all of these passages were beautiful. So now, the orchestra. Yes, the opener. It was Bernheim and Villes-Sorensen in Bordeaux. Ah, Brendan, I just saw your message. Can you imagine if this guy and Rigoletto were drinking buddies? Exchanging stories at the bar about their daughter's choice of men. Exactly. See, this production is amazing. Bravissimi. Amazing. Amazing. And now she has to prepare to, how do you say? To break up with Alfredo. That's gonna be tough.
Non amarlo, ditegli. Partite.
Exactly. Exactly, Hampson. That's what I was thinking. Ugh. That's all she wants. She wants family. She wants love. That's so heartbreaking. That's all she wants. He's not hugging her. He's annoying. Does Violetta have daddy issues? How could she not? So good. Yeah, she could have used chest voice in the duet, see? But that is not the fashion of the time, because Camélias, for example, full chest voice. What a bastard. Can you imagine? Singing one of the hardest phrases while zipping? It's already so hard to zip yourself. He killed her, he knows it. So good. Oui. Run! Run, you motherfucker! Sorry, got vulgar. It was not my intention. But yes, for all of you in the chat who are saying that Netrebko's voice now is not what it used to be, yep, that is true. That's the power of technique, huh? When you have... It's all about technique, voice technique at the end of the day. So now is another banger. Her breaking up with Alfredo. That you will recognize if you've seen Pretty Women. Because yeah, I'm here to give you some pop culture references. Pretty Woman, whose story is based on Traviata, but with a really happy ending. That's a big letter, oh. It's an A5, A5 letter, A5 format. She read that letter fast. Woo. Ah, no, sorry, that was not the breakup letter. That was the note to Flora, that she was going to that party. Oh, so good, so good, so good, so good. Yeah, the references to Friends, so good. I think, Salome, to answer you, Pretty Woman, I think it's because they used the power of that. It's the most intense moment musically, but I don't think they thought about the story and the lyrics. I think it was about the musical moment.
Che fai? Scrivevi? Qual turbamento? A chi scrivevi? Dammi quel foglio.
Okay, get ready.
Perdona, sono io preoccupato. Non sei mio padre. Lo vedeste? Ah no.
Oh yeah, his tie is fucked up. Makes him look like a kid.
Perché piangi?
Le lagrime avea d'uoco, or son tranquilla. Lo vedi, ti sorrido, lo vedi, or son tranquilla, ti sorrido.
Come on, the acting is the best acting of Traviata you've ever seen. Am I wrong? I'm not wrong. I always want to cry. Oh, my heart! Oh, my heart. I know this by heart, and every time it gets me. Phew. And this live, I can't even describe. When you see this moment live, you're like, like this, on your chair.
La signora è partita, l'attendeva un calesse e sulla via già corre di Parigi. Anina pure prima di lei spariva. Il suo ti calma.
This guy has one sentence. Come on, three. Very hard. That's why you saw him looking to the side, because the conductor is like this. The opener. I go check the time on my giant clock. Yes. Sadia. Break up later. Here you go. Because you know, my friend. You read so fast that she broke up with you. Oh. Here's Daddy. Oh. Look at the size of this letter. Papa! What a bastard, this man. Can you imagine? Someone just broke up with you, and you have your daddy saying like, "Come to me." My goodness. The opera is Traviata. C'est Traviata. De Verdi, by Verdi. And yes, she broke up by letter. She was saying farewell. She was like, "Farewell, I'm going, addio, I'm going to the party." And then once she's in the carriage, she gives the letter. This character, really, of the dad, is like... Does Alfredo get slapped in his production by his dad? No spoilers! Zero spoilers, please. True, it's also a banger. Cheers, guys. This is the most boring drinking game ever. I'm drinking like sparkling water. But you guys drink. Oh, hey, Dad. My dad is on the chat. Hey, Daddy. Look. There's a daddy singing. Can you imagine? That must be the most annoying. I mean, now my dad is watching, so I'm not going to say that. But still, someone just broke up with you by letter. So it's like by text today. Or by email. And then your dad is like... You're like, no! Leave me alone! My dad. It was God. And now it brings up God. Come on, just leave the place. Exactly. Rollando is like, can you leave me? Yeah, exactly. PLS. Lateral position of security. No, don't just leave. Leave him alone, man. Ugh. My goodness. Now it's not the time to talk about you. Oh la la. Really terrible parenting in Verdi. Terrible. All of Verdi's operas, bad parents. Bad. I don't know. He took the letter. Oh la la, it's getting worse. Exactly. I understand to make things happen on stage, but Daddy Germont has zero chill with the timing. Exactly. Just like, sing from a corner. The letter! Oh no, no. Just leave, Alfredo. Leave God alone. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I think he got something wrong, right? He started ma, and then he restarted the phrase. Hampson used to be so good in opera. Hey, Ludovico. Yeah, you did miss half of the opera. But don't worry, the replay will be available after we're done. You missed all of Nabucco as well. It is based on a true story. No response, because now is not the time. Exactly. That's when he loses it. That's when we start not liking Alfredo anymore. Yeah, exactly, Brendan. Oh! Slap time! That was a real slap! Wait, I want to see it again. I don't know if the life is gonna freak out. I want to see it again. I want to see it again. Is it gonna freak out? Oh my god. Sorry. We're watching the old reset again. I hope it doesn't freeze the live. Wow, that slap was real. Okay, let's analyze. Do we think it's real? Is it not? Okay, we watch. Is it real? It's a real slap! It's a real slap! Woo! Well, he's acting it out, but it's a real slap! Oh yeah, you freaked out. Ooh. Yeah, you're probably right. It's not a real slap. I got excited. But it was really well done. It was a really great fake slap. With this, it's probably Rollando who did this, and he went like this. I don't know. Because he went like this, I don't know. Okay, it's a fake slap, everybody. Calm down. I got excited. Okay, it's a fake slap. Too bad. I would have loved some tea about Thomas Hampson slapping Rollando in the face. Yeah, parents, if there are parents watching, this is not good parenting advice, huh? Verdi. This is terrible dad here. Also, what is this? A head massage? Oh la la. No, he's not listening to you. He just got broken up. Leave him alone now. He dares destroy his son's mail Oh la 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 la. The opener, to be honest, head massages famously work if you want to make a point. I guess. Can you imagine someone in the middle of an argument giving you a head massage? He found Flora's letter, so he's gonna go to the party. Oh, he screamed. It's like, it's giving me Game of Thrones vibe. Like killing someone with the orbit. Game of Thrones. Ah, party time, yes. Oh yeah, soon there's another banger. Zingarellas. Little masks. Hey!
Violetta e Germont sono risconti. Ella verrà qui col barone.
That's also not good, huh? You just got broken up, you show up to a party, and then everybody's like, oh yeah, right. You're not together anymore. Zingarella! Another banger! I don't have water anymore, I can't drink. But I have coffee, I can drink coffee. Eh. All together! Ah, no, shit. I got it wrong. Hello. Turns into a ball. Yeah, a party with Carmen, Violetta, and Tosca. Ooh. Ooh. And you put Don Giovanni in the middle. That's a good opera. Mm-hmm. Ba-ba. My coffee is cold. Okay, so I don't have anything to drink anymore for our drinking game, but I still have candy and grape. So we can say a candy every time instead of drinking. That's a good deal to me. No! Yes! I really wanted to get it. The amount of bangers in this opera, Verdi is really a genius. Not nice, huh? Toxic friends. That's me on my couch right now. Can you imagine? You show up to a party, someone just broke up with you via email, and then all your friends already have the news? That's another banger. Okay, candy time. But yeah, someone just broke up with you via email, and then they all make fun of you at the party that you just showed up to. Toxic relationships all around, Alfredo. What does that mean? The needles of the clock. Interesting. Okay, drama. Drama's about to happen.
Amici,
Violetta,
non ne so.
And the clock becomes a game. Oh, I didn't know they used needles like this in corrida. Ah, the dad is upstairs.
Germont è qui, il vedete?
Cielo libero, il vedo.
A voi non un sol detto, si volga questo Alfredo. Non un detto, non un detto.
Good. Gorgeous. Flora. She's like, put back your mask. Leave me alone.
Fortuna nell'amore, fortuna reca il gioco. E sempre vincitore. O vincerò stasera e l'oro guadagnato. Possa goder tre campi, ritornerà beato. No, no. Contare che vi fumeco ancora, poi mi sfuggia. Pietà di lei, signore.
Doesn't smell good, my friends.
Barone m'appellaste, siete in sì gran fortuna che al gioco mi tentaste. La diffida c'è.
Gorgeous. Oh, so good. They're fighting over Violetta.
Seguite pure, la cena è pronta. Andiamo, andiamo, andiamo.
These phrases. Oh. Yep, heartbreaking scene coming up. Get ready.
Andiamo.
This staging is so smart. With the clock, everything is so smart. See, the passion between them is exactly what you need for opera, and they're such a great opera couple. I can't, it's so, you believe every word. That's what's so great when you have amazing singers and amazing chemistry, is that even though it's so intense, then you still believe everything.
Mai. Quel sciagurato sta da un nome infamato, ma mi lascio sul domenicate faccette giuramento sacro inveci. A chi e dillo, chi potea?
Not good.
Piena via. Buffone. Sì. Comparani.
Not good.
Or tutti a me.
Not good. This is the worst moment of the opera. Isn't that great? The choir on top. Love it. No. He's so good. Here we go. Bastard. Like his daddy. Like his daddy. This is not. No. No. He's humiliating her. Cancelled. Cancelled. No. Bad, Alfredo. Bad, 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 bad. No, no. It's your fault, man. You shut up. Amen. Even though I don't love you. Amen. It's your fault. Toxicity level 2000%.
Non so. Ah, sì che feci, ne sento orrore, gelosa smania, deluso amore, mi strazia l'alma,
Gorgeous.
più non ragiono, ad lei perdono, più non avrò.
Burn. Leia, burn. This music. Oh, he's getting the money. Too late. This toxicity. Also, did you see how the dad picked up the money? Is he gonna put it in his pocket? What are you doing with this money? I don't like this. What are you gonna do with this money? Oh, okay. Good. What is this close-up on his hands? Okay. Buy your brain. You guys are funny. I love you guys. You're all so funny in the chat. Exactly. It's family money now. She's happy to be lying down, huh? Let me tell you. This opera is very tiring. Is it difficult to sing lying down? Depends. Most of the time it helps actually, because you're more aligned when you're lying down. When sometimes if you're standing up, you can be like this or like this. So lying down helps you. Sometimes I practice lying down to find good posture. But then, you know, lying down when you're used to singing standing up suddenly changes your entire feeling of being a singer, like your instrument. So it demands practice, but it's not so hard. It can be harder to find energy when you're lying down. So I find it harder to sing sitting down than lying down, but it depends on everybody. But now I've done that, the subtitles are amazing. Also banger, well, it's not a banger. It's an important moment, but it's not a banger. It is a banger. Sorry. My bad. It's a banger. She keeps dressing, undressing. we go! Oh, so good. Ah, bravissimi! Bravi, bravi, bravi. What? Oh, sorry. No break. It's the end of an act, though. Ah, so good. This is banger. It's so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Ah. 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 So, spoiler alert. For those of you who don't know Traviata, she doesn't make it until the end. Okay, sorry about that. From what I see, there was like one intermission, but they edited it out of the DVD. But there was one intermission in the middle. But they changed the place where it is. But this image is so smart. I like that they didn't do a break. Ah, this music. These double basses. So beautiful. This image is so simple. That's the thing with this production. All the ideas are very simple, minimalist, and so powerful. I love it. Sound good, my friends. She's gonna die. And that's the beginning of the overture. Remember? A full circle moment. Also, I spoke at the beginning of the stream about this behind the scene, about this production. I finally found the link I'm gonna send it to you. So I forgot who was asking the link at the beginning of the opera, but here we go. François, c'est plus difficile, facile par rapport à quoi? C'est différent, c'est une autre position. No worries. Oh, gorgeous. Banger! If you have candy or champagne, drink. Yeah, compared to standing, yeah, we were just talking about it. It's a different position. When you sing lying down, your posture is usually better, but then it changes all of your repères, so you have to retrain. But we're taught as young singers, we're usually taught to like practice in all kind of positions, especially lying down, on your knees, and sitting, because that's postures you'll have to sing in. I sent the link of the live. Oh shit, sorry. Sorry. Wait, what? Wait. That should work. See, it was the doctor. Told you, right? Hey, Tony. Hey, Dalunelli. See, it was the doctor. All this time. What's his name? Luigi Gironi. Doctor Death. Doctor Time. These letters are like posters, like they're reading letters. Like you read a paper. Okay, very famous letter scene. That is better if you have chest voice, I have to admit. Ah no, first you have Addio del passato. Ah no, it's not.
Teneste la promessa, la disfida ebbe luogo. Il barone fu ferito, però migliore.
Sì.
Alfredo in strano suono, il vostro sacrificio io stesso gli ho svelato, e io a voi tornerà per suo perdono. Vi io pur verrò. Curatevi, mertate un avvenir migliore.
È più tardi.
Giorgio, Germont.
È tardi.
È tardi.
I have to say, that is so much more devastating when they speak on chest voice. Callas does it in chest voice and it's gorgeous. But I have to say that Netrebko's Addio del Passato, the aria that's coming now, is... banger. Can you imagine having to sing that after 2.5 hours of insanity? You need breath control. Oh, so good. And see the fact that she's half breathing after this sentence, it's so good. Banger. That was not the right pitch, but it's okay. This position is hard to sing in, more than lying down on your back. This is hard. Because you're all cramped up on the side. And your neck is like this. See, she's raising. She cleared her throat. Brava. Because after singing the way she sang for 2 hours, this is already really nice. And it's so hard, especially when you've been singing like for 2 hours, to have the breath control to do this. Really nice, huh? So we're close to the end. I think we have like 5 minutes left, 4 maybe. I guess that's the memory of her life flashing before her eyes. Before death. Yeah.
Signora, toccate, quest'oggi è vero, vi sentite meglio? Sì, perché se calmo promettete, sì, che vorrei venirvi poi, alle gioie improvvise.
Elle est trop sympa, elle. Oh, sorry. She's so nice. Sorry, I was in French. Alfredo!
Violetta, mia Violetta, gioia. Colpevol sono, so tutto cara.
Io so che vivi, io so che sei.
Da questo palpito sieta mi impara, senza te esistere più non potrei.
Oh, the duet that's coming up is one of my favorite duets of all time. Another banger.
Scorda la panno, donna donata, a me perdona il genitor.
Io te perdoni, reso mio, ma sola morta il mi rende.
L'uomo demone, angel mio, mai più dividermi potrebbe.
L'uomo demone, angel mio, mai più dividermi.
Ma più no, ma più no, 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 ma più.
Hey. So good. Banger. Oh, shit, it's not here.
Pari Dio cara, noi nasceremo, la vita uniti, la scorreremo, decorsi affanni,
I love it.
compenso avrai, la tua salute rifiorirà.
Oh, no. It's heartbreaking.
Respiro e luce, tu mi sarai, tutto in futuro.
Okay, he covered that sound. Wait for it. I love this one. So good. Verdi's getting you some last time before she passes away. Ah, so good. Key change. So good. See, I missed the chest voice. Where's the chest voice? Yes, you're right, Riccardo. L'Elisir d'Amore with Villazón and Netrebko was, and their Manon as well was great. You want a chest voice? She did. It's beautiful. That's very hard to sing like this. Yeah, their French is terrible. Agreed. But their acting and chemistry, on point. Clap, people! Nobody's clapping? Okay. Clap!
Tu impallidisci.
E non lo sai, gioia improvvisa, non entra mai, senza turbarlo, il mesto cuore.
Grandio, Violetta.
Il mio malore, fu debolezza.
Suddenly she's Snow White.
Sorrido,
Hai cruda sorte.
fu nulla, annina, da mie vestire.
Adesso, a te.
Hey, they're kissing for real, huh? They've been kissing for real, don't worry.
Cielo, che vedo. Va per il dottore.
Vedi che Alfredo è ritornato all'amore mio, vedi che non ancora che vivere.
Ah, heartbreaking. Dottore says no, too late. È tardi. Yeah, we missed the bottom. Can you imagine your role is basically to stare at Anna Netrebko for 2 hours and a half. And then sing a bit and keep staring.
Le mie con le tue lacrime confonderete Dio, ma più che mai decredio me dopo di costanza a tutte le speranze non chiudere il tuo cor, Violetta mia, decalmati.
He's like, calm yourself, but he's the one who's all excited. Daddy's back! Daddy! What are you doing here, man? Leave them alone. What are you doing? When did you promise? Too late! Ah, too late! Exactly. Exactly. You fucked her up. What is this sentence? You see how it is with her? What are you guys talking about? She's sick. And now you feel bad. Ooh, I'm angry at these boys. Ooh, anger. Poor thing. Poor thing. Yeah, we're all crying. We're crying, Alfredo. Oh, this music. Oh, this music. Salome, I agree with you 100%. Traviata breaks my heart, yet repairs my soul every time. No. Why? Is she breaking us? You're feeling guilty, aren't you? Fucker. Tired.
Cessarono gli spasimi del dolore. In me rinasce, agita insolito vigor. Ah, ma io ritorno
My friends, my friends. Oh, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. How are you chewing gum, miss with the glasses? How are you chewing gum? Standing ovation. Bravissima. Look how young she looked. Ah, look, little baby. Look at the people rising for you. Oh my goodness, my friends, my friends, my friends. I am, as always, destroyed by this opera. I have to say, watching it with people is nice because then you're less, you're less alone in your in your emotion. I mean, this production is just really, for me, the best. Like, it's one of the best. I know that if I don't look at it and I just listen to it, I would not listen to Netrebko and Villazón, if I'm just listening to a recording of it. But to watch a production and to discover Traviata, I think this is the best production because it gives the essence, it respects the piece, and oh, so cute. And they're such a great team, and yeah, the choir is amazing. The orchestra is amazing. She is amazing. I don't know. Yeah. What to say? Look at them. Look at these cuties. Oh, this is so sweet. The chemistry. Look at these kids. They're really kids, aren't they? They're having fun. Kiddos, kiddos, kiddos. Yeah. No, but really, this production is amazing. It's all the singers are great, and it's so smart. This idea, this minimalist idea. I really love it. Okay, look at them. Wait, let me put a bit of the clapping back. Bravi. So the tenor is Rollando Villazón, the soprano is Anna Netrebko, and the bass baritone is Thomas Hampson. And I have to say, if you're wondering which opera to show to people, I think this one would be my top 3. Because it's great. It is great, how would you say? Great music, great staging, great acting, great story. And it's really like the cliche of operas. I don't know how to say that, but like, yeah, the cliche of operas. Ah, all right, we did it. Wait, let me look at the chat again. Yes. All right. Well, guys, we did it. The second opera marathon. I have to say 2 operas feel not like a lot. The first opera marathon, we did 3 operas in a row. And then I still have energy. I don't know. What are the other 2 operas that I would show in my top 3? I think Carmen is definitely one. Carmen, Traviata, and then a Mozart. Either Zauberflöte or Nozze, something like that. But I think you always have to adapt to whoever is in front of you with giving opera recommendations. For example, I know I recently had that talk with my dad, for example. My dad loves like big, brass, and he was looking for classical music to listen to, and so I gave him Dvorak and Mahler and people like that to listen to, and he loved it. But I wouldn't give him Bach, for example. That would bore him after a while, or Mozart. So you do have to adapt a bit. So for someone who loves like pa 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 pa, I would give Verdi. But for someone who's more into subtle stuff, I would say like, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I'm getting text now that it's over. Yeah, I think you always have to adapt to the person. Where do you find this performance with the English subtitles? I have an old thing that you call a DVD, my friend, and a DVD player. That's how I found it with English subtitles. Next time, the OperaVision stream of Rigoletto performed at Montpellier. It's both insane and genius. Cool. Well, I'll talk with OperaVision because this stream was partnered with OperaVision, so why not? Good idea. Il dolce suono by Lucia de Donizetti. Yeah, Donizetti. All of these bel canto is like, these bel canto operas are really like devastating. Next marathon, Nibelungen. Well, someday we'll do an opera marathon with Wagner's Ring Cycle. That's the goal, right? That would be the perfect marathon, actually. Those 16 hours. It's 16 hours, Wagner. But I would love to do it with guests, actually. So that's a big project for the future, to like have a 16-hour... Because all of these operas together, so the Ring des Nibelungen is a cycle by Wagner. It's 4 operas, and so it's 16 hours in total, 15 to 16 hours. So that would mean about a 17-hour marathon. So that's quite a day. So either we'd have to do it in 2 days, or do it in 1 day, and then I don't know, make an event out of it. Have guests coming in, because otherwise, I don't know, my voice is gonna be dead after 17 hours. Zauberflöte is boring in my opinion. Yeah, you see, you always have to adapt. Like Zauberflöte, I personally love it, but some people hate it. I'm not a huge fan of La Bohème, but some people swear by it. So, you always have to adapt to someone. Next marathon was Carmen. Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, for a marathon, we have to think, what would you guys like to see? You mentioned some French. Either we keep it like this, like we do with composers. I'm prepping normally... I'll see with OperaVision, but we're probably preparing something for World Opera Day. You didn't hear that from me, but it might be another marathon. But if not, I want to keep this format because I love watching opera marathons with you guys. So I would love to see another marathon. Oh, Rigoletto with Nadine Sierra and Leo Nucci is one of my favorites. Yeah. Yeah, you don't like La Bohème? Yeah, that's a topic for another marathon, another something. But I have my own issues with Puccini. But we can talk about that in another video, because I'm singing a lot of Puccini, so I'm learning to love Puccini, but I'm not a natural Puccini fan. Here, I said it. Yeah, but I'm learning to love it because I'm singing more and more of it, and I have to I have to like it. I mean, it's it's part of the repertoire, my repertoire. But Puccini is not my fav. I 10 times prefer Verdi. But it's something that's quite often in the opera world, that either you love Verdi and you don't really like Puccini, or the opposite. You love Puccini and Verdi is like meh. So, yeah. But I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Yeah. But you at some point you always you you always love something. Hot take drop right at the end. Yeah, I know. Madame Butterfly, okay. But it depends which Puccini. La Bohème I learned to love. Turandot, okay. It's getting there. Yeah, so we should probably do, that's what I wanted to say. Maybe like Tosca I love. Tosca, I have to say I love. All right. Well, you know what? What we could do to really have fun the next opera marathon is we could do a Puccini opera marathon. And then you can all teach me how to love Puccini. Because I do need to love this one. Yeah. No, but honestly, I'm saying this because it gives me a personality. But there are some stuff by Puccini that I really love. It's just that the big hits that everybody's like, oh my God, La Bohème, I'm crying. I'm like, meh. But yeah, badass women characters. Well, that's why Carmen was a great idea. I have to say, in Mozart, we've seen a lot of badass women. Susanna, Contessa, they were badass. Elvira, badass. Yeah, but if you guys have more ideas about opera marathon topics, Offenbach, yeah, Offenbach is also a great idea. Donizetti, Bellini. There are so many options, honestly. But the thing is, I don't know. Do we keep this? Do you like this format of like having one composer and then several operas, or should we do several operas by several composers? It's nice to have a red thread, no? To kind of keep talking about the same guy. So if it's by different composers, then we need to have a theme, like French opera or operas Mia doesn't like and she's crazy because she doesn't like them. Baroque, stuff like that. Gounod. Yeah, see? You guys have great ideas. Thank you so much for staying there with me. I think 2 operas is nice. It's a nice format. Same composer for a marathon, I think is a good idea. I like it. We need a red thread, and it's nice to compare. It was nice to compare Nabucco and Traviata. Okay. Well, I wish you a good night. I hope you will dream of opera. And I hope we can do this again soon. I'm so happy that all you guys were there for such a long time. As always, you're on fire. And yeah, this marathon will be available right now on replay on my channel. And I will obviously edit some highlights from it that I will post on the channel next week. And yeah, I didn't mention it during the live because it wasn't really the time. But my crowdfunding page is still going. So if you want to support me and if you want to support my young career, I'm gonna send you the link and you can just go to my GoFundMe page. Yeah, and I think that's it. I saw that some of you already gave, which is really generous of you. And yeah, and also I also just saw that Jane Birkin died. So yeah, here's the link to my GoFundMe. And I love you all, and I wish you a great night. And why isn't the link going? Hello? What is happening? Well, see? Maybe it doesn't want me to put... well, sorry, I can't put a crowdfunding link in the chat. That's why. Well, you'll find it. You type my name and GoFundMe, and you'll find it. Good night, guys. Love you all. Thank you for staying. Thank you for watching with me. And I wish you a great night, and I will see you next time.